Watery-eyed. Angela Levin tears Meghan apart for Panorama moment. Duchess painting herself as victim. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Panorama moment was exposed by royal expert Angela Levin in a throwback comment piece. According to royal expert Angela Levin, a previous interview given by the Sussexes had been their Panorama moment. Ms. Levin spent 2 years with Harry for her book Harry, Conversations with the Prince, and wrote in the Telegraph in 2019, before the bombshell Oprah interview, that an interview the couple gave that year reminded her of Princess Diana's 1995 chat with BBC Panorama journalist Martin Bashir. ITV News at 10 presenter Tom Bradby interviewed the Sussexes for the 2019 documentary Harry and Meghan, An African Journey, in which Meghan reflected on the tabloid intrusion she faced, and Harry revealed he and Prince William were on different paths. Asked by Mr. Bradby how she was coping with the press intrusion and being a new mum, a teary-eyed Meghan said, "Thank you for asking because not many people have asked if I'm okay." Mr. Bradby then asked if the answer was that Meghan was struggling, to which Meghan replied, "Yes." Ms. Levin wrote, Meghan's watery-eyed interview with Bradby reminded me of Diana's extraordinary confessional to BBC Panorama journalist Martin Bashir in 1995. More than 20 million people tuned in to watch what was the nail in the coffin for her marriage to Prince Charles. They divorced the following year. Diana rarely fell out with the press, she courted them as a weapon in her war with Charles, and if she was upset by something they wrote she would invite them to tea at Kensington Palace and invariably win them over, but she certainly fell out with senior members of the firm. The leading question is, are the Sussexes in danger of doing both? Meanwhile, is thought to have broken off his long-standing friendship with ITV journalist Tom Bradby, an insider has claimed. It is rumoured that Prince William no longer trusts Mr. Bradby, who he first met in 2001 when Mr. Bradby was working as a royal correspondent. The source said members of the royal family are angry at the presenter for his allegedly one-sided reporting about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The royal insider told the Daily Mail that the friendship between William and Tom is very much over. Royal family feel Mr. Bradby and ITV News have become a mouthpiece for the Sussexes' gripes about the palace. Mr. Bradby previously presented a documentary about the Sussexes' Africa tour in which Prince Harry publicly admitted he and William had fallen out. Mr. Bradby is thought to have helped ITV secure rights to an interview the Sussexes gave to Oprah Winfrey. Ultimately, Ms. Levin's questions were answered less than a year later when Harry and Meghan announced they would be stepping back as senior members of the royal family. In April 2020 they sent a letter to the editors of the UK's tabloid newspapers telling them that they would no longer respond to inquiries from journalists working for them. The letter said the Sussexes refused to offer themselves up as currency for an economy of clickbait and distortion, and specifically told the editors that there would be no corroboration and zero engagement from the Sussexes. Meghan claimed in the now infamous Oprah interview that the firm had been perpetuating falsehoods about the Sussexes, all but confirming Ms. Levin's second question. When asked how she felt about the palace hearing her give her side of the story, Meghan said, "I don't know how they could expect that, after all of this time, we would still just be silent if there is an active role that the firm is playing in perpetuating falsehoods about us." Journalist Ed Power wrote in the Telegraph in 2019 that there were clear parallels between Mr. Bradby and Diana's interview with Mr. Bashir. He wrote, just as Bashir struck up a relationship of trust with Diana, to the point where she felt comfortable talking candidly about her empty life with Charles, so Bradby has been praised for insinuating himself into the royals' inner circle and bringing us frontline reports of their private pain.